Aloha, you're watching F5 On Demand. I'm Technical Marketing Manager Peter Silva. We're at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center for Interop2013, booth 2127. If you're here for the last couple hours of the show, come see us. And we're fortunate to have Brian Monkman. He's the, hold on Brian, Perimeter Security Programs Manager for ICSA Labs. Nice to see you, Brian.
Good to see you, bud.
So I've known Brian for a number of years, so I'm just, messing around with him. But so we met last year and we talked about how the big IPs were then at the time, IP just recently got IPsec certified by ICSA Labs. And so I thought it'd be cool just to catch up with you this year. And so first, for those who might not know, I know everybody, there's various testing labs out there, but what does ICSA do specifically?
Well, ICSA Labs has been in business since 1995, and we test and certify security products across the board. We're the only lab out there that is ISO 9001 and ISO 17025 accredited, and we're working on getting Guide 65, or actually it's called 17065 certification now, so we can become a certification body. We test and certify malware, network IPS, network firewalls, web app firewalls, you name it. When it has to do with network security, we generally test for it.
And we've been partners for a number of years. In fact, I think you guys were the ones who originally tested our FirePass SSL VPN, almost 10 years ago now.
Correct. And we've been going, it's been at least a decade for sure. And our business with you and your engagement with us has grown over the years.
Yeah. So, one of the things we were actually just, Brian and I were chatting before, and we were kind of talking about the industry and how, and specifically say our big IP application delivery firewall, which is, not only a firewall, but also has things like the application delivery controller built in, access control built in, and so a lot of these units, a lot of these devices, controllers, are doing much more than say just SSL VPN, or just IPsec, or just network firewall, and I thought it'd be cool because I know you guys are now kind of adjusting also to match what these boxes are doing out in the industry.
Well, as the market has changed from pure play devices to UTM devices, next generation anything devices, have multiple features and functionalities, capabilities on it. We are working towards adjusting our certifications. Currently, our certifications are set up very much in a siloed way. Right. You'll have a firewall, you'll have an IPsec, you'll have web app firewall. We're looking at tearing down the barriers, tearing down the walls between those certifications, merging everything together. So say, for example, a firewall vendor such as yourselves wanted to do something that was outside the box, and we had certification requirements for it. Right now, today, that would have to be a custom evaluation. As we move forward and as we roll this sort of thing out, it's going to be a certification across the board. Coupled with marketing reports that will suit the individual vendors. Our goal really is not to in any way dumb down our certifications. We'll still be as rigorous as we've always been. There'll still be a challenge to a lot of vendors. Our certifications will not be based on what vendors want as far as requirements go. A vendor might come to us and say, we would like such and such, and we'll say, well, give us some time to research it, we'll look into it, and then we'll propose to you what we think the requirements, should be. I see. We're not going to take a vendor saying, I want you to test this, this, and this, because it's not going to be, pay for play. Right. So, essentially what we're trying to do is rejigger our certifications to suit how the vendors market their products and architect their products. Because there's not a commonality across the industry, which as a purchaser, as an end user, I wouldn't want that. I would want variety, and our certifications are going to be able to deal with that variety.
And so, but also you have the variety, but also still be able to get into the nitty-gritties of particulars if in fact somebody wants to do that.
Exactly, and that's not going to change. Yeah. It's still going to be a challenge to get the ICSA Lab certification. In fact, if I remember correctly, F5 and ICSA Labs worked together for quite a number of months over one particular certification that really turned things around in many ways from a product point of view. Yeah. However, it's going to be something that I think that the industry as a whole will embrace and will really be something the end users will like.
And so what does that mean for an end user when it says ICSA Lab certified on it? Like what is that? That's a feel-good message for an administrator, right?
It's definitely it should be the starting point. Yeah. When you're trying to decide what products to shortlist. You obviously have your needs, and you're going to want to choose products that fit those needs.
Of course.
But then the next choice will be products who have an independent third-party network security testing lab should have tested those products and provided them with a certification. Obviously, my preference is ICSA Labs, and as I said, we're the only lab out there that has its processes and procedures vetted and verified by outside third parties, like the ISO 9001 and 17025. I think that's important because you have to have someone who's going to check the checker.
Yeah, right. I'm going to vouch for the voucher.
Right, absolutely.
So how can people find you guys online?
www.icsalabs.com.
And a Twitter follow?
At ICSA Labs.
You know, Brian, it's always nice to see you. We've known each other for a number of years, and I always love getting together with you. So for Brian with ICSA Labs, oh, that's right, Jeff. I'm sorry, Jeff. I got Jeff behind the lens. I'm Peter, and I'm with F5 Networks. Thanks for watching.